I'm just on a walk. We're on the main road right now. It's really cold, so it started to really pour down, so I had to carry our walk on a bit later today. Normally I would have done it straight after they eat, but nevertheless, here we are on our way. Because we're on the pavement, we have to cross a couple roads, so I'll get back to you when we're in the park. See you in a bit. Hi guys, we finally got to the park, so let's get on to the dogs. The little incident with Roxy, she was running off after another dog. I think it was a Jack Russell. The owner had a tennis ball and was playing with his dog, and Roxy just couldn't hold herself back, and I think she's something we're working on. Ronnie had really bad recall when he was her age, but now he's matured a lot. Once he turned 1, literally overnight, he changed, and now we haven't had any incidents of him running off in the last 3 months, so hopefully that goes the same way for her. She is very stubborn, and you know, those of you that have pugs would know that they are very stubborn breeds, and oh, they're gonna greet another dog at the fence. They are very stubborn breeds, and if something's in their way, they will go through it. If they want something, they're gonna try and find a way to get it. Right now they want that dog on the other side of the fence, but that is not happening, no Sonny, because they need to learn that not every dog wants to be their friend. And this is the reason why I'm trying to train them in the enclosed area, because when we're out, if they see another dog, they're gonna try run after it. But if we're in here, no, they can't do that, can they? I'm trying to, at the moment, really enforce the comeback command with Roxy, because she gets too distracted. And it's funny, in fact, I've seen a lot of other owners kind of just say that's the way they are, but I'm not really with that. I think that's something you can train out of them. Roxy's just at the bin at the moment. Ronnie's here, as he always is. Good boy, Ronnie. Good boy. What's this? What's this? What's this? Oh. Anyways, yeah, I think that's just an excuse, really. Oh, just some dogs are like that. No, that you do need to train this out of them, because it is a danger of them running off, and this is why we have enclosed areas for dogs to go through training. Luckily, Roxy is very socialized, so I ain't worried about her missing out on any socialization skills. Leave it. Ronnie, leave it. Leave. Shh. Move away. They can't have any sticks, because they have both choked on sticks in the last couple of weeks. So that's leave. Shh. Leave it. Move. Leave. So yeah, it's
what happened the last time Ronnie had a stick? Do you remember?
Ronnie actually choked on a stick, and we was on holiday at the time. He choked on a stick and we had to take him to the vet, and that was just a horrible experience. We woke up at, I think, 3 AM in the morning, and Ronnie was about 6 months old, and he was sicking up everywhere. He was lethargic, he was laying down. When I was trying to call him, he would just not listen. It's very unlike Ronnie, especially as a puppy. Ronnie was running around. He was so hyperactive, crazy hyperactive. He was quite
lethargic, wasn't he?
Yeah, and when that happened, I, like, kid you not, I thought, okay, he's a goner. Like, he's poisoned himself or something. He's done something when we haven't been watching. And that's one thing, like, once that happened, I made sure I kept an eye on him. And I made sure I kept an eye on him anyway, but I mean a triple, quadruple eye on him. Because
he's picking up everything that puppies.
When they're puppies, man, they pick up everything. And even sometimes when they're adults, they're gonna chew on things. He'll still chew on things now, but I've tried my hardest to keep that in the bud, and you know, he's been fine recently. It's just he chewed on a stick with her in the garden when my mum was with them, and he started choking, and then she started choking. Look, even now, shh, leave it, move away from the stick now, move, shh, move.
They're very stubborn, aren't they?
These dogs are really stubborn, man, and I'll tell you, like, if you have a pug, you will know that if they want something, they're gonna find a way to get it. And the thing is in this park, there's sticks everywhere, so it's me constantly telling them. I'm trying to monitor them as much as I can. If I see them chewing something too vigorously, I'll try my hardest to get it off of them. Normally they do listen. I have been doing the drop command with Roxy, and even with Ronnie I've been making sure that he's kept an eye on, just because he still can't be completely trusted yet. He still is what classed as a puppy, because I think they're classed as puppies until they're about 18 months and Ronnie's 14 months or 15 months, so he's still very look at him. Ronnie, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? He's still classed as a puppy, so he still needs an eye kept on him, and at all times something could go wrong. And I've learned that the hard way. In fact, I've really learned that the hard way with him. I mean, as I said, it was a traumatic experience and I never want to go through that again, so now I just make sure I keep an eye on him and her, to make sure they ain't ingesting anything that they shouldn't. And I think the fact that they are brachycephalic as well, everyone will know if they have pugs, French bulldogs, that something that might be small to a normal dog is huge to them. Like just a little choke or a little cough to them sounds so much more dramatic because of their brachycephalic, and their airways are so narrow compared to another dog. It can affect them much harder.
But overall, I think they're pretty fine.
Yeah, I think one thing is we got them off breeders that were trying to improve the breed, and especially Roxy's leave it, see, classic puppy behavior. She don't want to drop it, she thinks it's a game. Leave, good girl, leave it. And yeah, the breeder was trying to improve the breed, and he sold us them, and he said that he's trying to make sure that their folds ain't so bad. So as you can see on Roxy, she hasn't got like tons of folds, and her folds are quite pulled back, so they're not, she's not gonna suffer from yeast infections as much as maybe one that had loads of rolls was. And also their legs are a little bit longer. They're trying to make them a little bit more athletic, because pugs carry a lot of weight, and on short legs this is when you see all the hip problems and all the joint issues, and it's really, I really just didn't want to be dealing with that. Look at that structure, Ronnie. Yes, what a stud. What a stud.
He's beautiful.
But yeah,
it's good to clean as well, isn't it? It's a lot
yeah,
easier.
I think that's one thing as well, to get on to the point of their folds. You have to keep on top of cleaning pugs, and they are very messy dogs. Like, say another dog has a longer nose, it can put its face in something that might not affect it as much. If a pug's its whole face is in, whatever it puts its face in, it's going to be all over the face. So it's all, you really have to keep on top of cleaning these dogs' faces, and they are very muddy type dogs. They are very messy. They're not clean, they're not petite, they're rough and dirty, and they will jump into mud, and
they get their faces and everything.
Yeah, they get their faces and everything, as I said. So I say the best thing is to go and get yourself baby wipes or dog wipes, and keep about 20 of them in your cupboard on hand at all times, because even in summer these dogs get their whole face dirty.
And the pollen as well, that affects them, the allergies, doesn't it?
Literally. One thing is as well is we've had to put Roxy on Puritan every time we go out, because she's recently started getting allergies, something Ronnie never had. Ronnie has sensitive skin, but he never got allergies. Roxy gets allergies, so she sneezes and her nose will start running when we're out. So we spoke to our vet, and the vet said put her on Puritan. And I know these breeds especially are prone to getting allergies, and I mean, thank God it's something so small and it's something so easily dealt with, because if it wasn't, I'd be really afraid of, you know, what to do, and I think it'd just be much more difficult to live and go to a park if she had much more severe allergies. Like, I know some dogs, my partner's dog even is allergic to grass, and I know how much that affects her, because just a simple walk in the park, her feet can get inflamed and everything. So it's just one of those things. Everyone, sorry, the park police just came and have started shutting up the park, so now we have to make our way home, and it's such a shame as well, because they saw one of their friends from when they were a puppy, a lovely little Jack Russell cross, I think it's a Lakeland Terrier or something, called Bisco, and they really like wanted to play with him, but because the park's closing, we had to cut that short and go home, unfortunately. But hopefully next time they'll get a bit more enjoyment out of the walk. As I said, we've had to walk a bit later today, so I guess it's unusual for them. Normally they'd have at least an hour of them playing with their friends in the park, but because of the weather today, not a lot of people came out, and also it's later in the day, so the park's gonna close. But nevertheless, they had some fun, so I'll speak to you a lot later. Bye. So hi everyone, I'm on my way home, but I just thought I'll show you a little bit of our walk and how beautiful the sky is today as well, because it's the little things that we should appreciate in this world. So here's Ronnie and Roxy on their little walk, and look at that sky, guys. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, that's it. Thank you. I just thought I'd show everyone. After all the rain, there's always sunshine. But yep, see you later. Bye.